Hi guys, Gavin here, the Transformation Guru. Thank you very much for following my YouTube. Getting more subscribers, about 100 in the last month, which is great, and getting more positive engagement, which is also great. Got some exciting news. Obviously, in a week's time, my new shop is opening next to Pure Gym in Redditch, my hometown. Big shout out to Redditch people. I had a choice to basically take my brand to Solihull or Birmingham, but I thought, hey, it's my hometown, so let's keep it in Redditch first. So I've got the shop opening next Thursday in Redditch Town Centre. We've got Zara Python coming to help with the launch, and Zara was in Doctor Strange, a Marvel film, and she was one of the zealots fighting against Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch. Also got the Transformation Gym, and we've got a great team of people down there, down on Windsor Road, just off the Sainsbury's roundabout, and things are looking really good. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me recently, Gav, it's coming up to winter months, how can I avoid putting more body fat on? Well, it's a very simple equation. It's just look at your calorie input and output. Now, I'm going to give you some quick, simple, easy tips which will allow you to either maintain your current weight or lean out a little bit over Christmas. And tip number one is simply be strict with your nutrition and your exercise the majority of the time. Now, it's common sense, obviously. If you're watching this and you're a fitness pro and you're a know-it-all, this video is not for you. This is for the general Joe public who struggle with their weight each and every year, and I can't be arsed dealing with drug users or people who think they know it all, because you're not my clients. So switch off this video. The biggest issue with most people around Christmas is binge eating and binge drinking. Excessive amounts of calories binged erratically at different points is going to cause havoc on your body, and it's going to make it very difficult to digest, break down and utilise the food that you're consuming, or break down the amount of alcohol. So I'll give a lot of tips to my current clients that it's best for them to plan over the next 10 weeks all social engagements. So if we've got 70 days coming over the next few months, give yourself 7 days off. Quite simple. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, that's 4, and 3 others. Okay, so that's 1 in 7 on average. Or if you're very disciplined on your exercise and your nutrition to the extreme, give yourself 2 days off on average a week, so that's 14 days. But by pre-selecting them, you're more likely to be stricter within the period. So that's great, that's a good tip. So that's number one, pre-schedule your, well, effectively binge nights. So that's social engagements, that's going out, that's partying, that's Christmas feast with family, whatever else. Tip number 2, try and raise your game a little bit. So rather than doing what most people do, and that's slack off on their fitness and become lazy and bone idle and look in front of the TV all night. Sorry to say it, but it's true. And because obviously it's getting darker, no one wants to be out in the dark. It's pitch black right now, and I'm just come back from the gym doing kickboxing for an hour. So try and raise the intensity of your training. If you've been working at a bit of a plateau pace for a while, it's simple, use this period as a time to train that extra bit harder. Tip number 3 as well, do some reflection on generally how your year's been. Have you been good with your nutrition all year round? Out of 10, how's it been? Being honest with yourself. 10 being fantastic, 5 being average, 1 being abysmal. With your exercise, again, rate that. With your lifestyle, rate it. But this is, again, a sensitive tip for a lot of people. Address your mental health as well. The amount of people who I speak to who don't work on their mind, they just solely work on their body. It's ridiculous. It's great looking good, guys, but if your mindset's falling apart in you, well, it's not going to be good for the long term. And in recent years, I've read over 300 books, and I go to a lot of personal development events. I've just been to Gary Vee, and I was listening to a lot of economists. And I like listening to people who are self-made, and I'm not just talking the characters who are given everything on the plate in terms of life and business and whatnot. I'm talking those who've had to sweat for it themselves. So I'll talk on that in a future video. So there's 3 simple tips there. 1 is forward plan. 2, raise your game, stop being lazy. And 3, do some reflection as well. So then when you get to the new year, rather than doing this whole new year, new me nonsense, just try and have a consistent strategy. And the common issue is too many people plateau and give up. And by giving up, you're always going to go into this vicious cycle. And it's simple, where most people want to diet down, they go for this vicious 4-way cycle. So they initially get this eureka moment, they're going to lose weight. Secondly, they start discovering some fad diet or some ideal that their friends doing in many cases, or Google's telling them to try a new diet plan, or someone's releasing some gimmicky fad hit workout or whatever, and then you start losing a bit of weight, you hit this plateau, and then you pile it back on again. So you're going through this constant circle. What you need to do is see where you're going wrong, so hence the reflection. Secondly, raise your game. So if you're only doing 2 sessions a week and you're looking in the mirror and you're not happy with your body, do 4 or 5. If you're training every day but you're training half-heartedly, do some weight circuits, add a bit of extra cardio at the end. It's not rocket science, guys. You just got to train a bit harder, challenge your plateaus, and stop coming out with excuses. So that's a hard truths video. I just like saying it how it is. I'm a bit bored of I got a bit bored a few years ago about telling people what they wanted to hear, so I started getting better results when I just told people what they needed to hear in preference, and my life got easier because I could sleep easy at night, and clients got happier because a lot of them started getting results. And I know my results work because I know how to get down to sub 4% body fat. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and remember those 3 tips. Tip 1, you need to make sure that you forward plan over the next few months. Tip 2, make sure you're strict with your plan and try and increase the intensity of your training. Tip 3, do some reflection. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great night.